Okay, in this lecture I'm going to show you how to use the average and the AverageA functions. And they're only slightly different, but I'll show you when you'll use the average and when you'll use the AverageA function. But basically, the average function adds up all of the numbers in a list and then divides them by the number of numbers in that list. The AverageA function comes into play if you have a non-numerical entry in one of your cells and you want to actually include that essentially as a zero in your calculation. The regular average function will not include it. It will just skip that one and take an average of the rest of the cells. So let's go ahead and look at an example here using our list of sales reps and their monthly commissions. So if we want to take the average of the sales reps' monthly commissions, we would of course start with an equal sign, and we can start typing in average and double click it. Select our cells, hit enter, and it shows us that the average monthly commission for all 5 of our reps is $2,180. So that's pretty simple. Now let's look at a scenario where we would use the AverageA function instead. Let's say that for this month, Bob was not in the office. He was actually on loan to the accounting department. Notice that when we change this from a numerical entry to a text entry, it changes the average below. See, before, if we undo this, the average of all 5 is $2,180. When we put the word accounting in there instead, it drops the average to $2,150. So if we wanted to change this to AverageA so that it treats this more like a zero, then we would just add an A to the formula here, click enter, and you'll see that now the number is significantly lower because it's counting all 5 of these and it's treating this text entry as a zero. So now our average is $1,720. You might be wondering what the purpose of this would be. Well, a good example would be if Bob is still being paid out of the sales department, but he's not bringing in any revenue, then the AverageA function would allow a manager to see how much money the department is earning per rep, including Bob, who's missing. And of course, if we undo this and go back to just the average, then that would be appropriate if Bob was being paid from the accounting department this month and they only wanted to see what the commissions were for the sales reps that were being paid out of the sales department. So that's how you use the average and AverageA functions to find averages, including or not including cells that have text.